Hey everyone, so I have a very long video up ahead of me, so I'm just going to jump right into it by starting off saying that this is the best products, the best of the best, my favorite all through the year of 2011. These are strictly my favorite, and then I'm going to have a separate video for my least favorite, which I'm going to link, I'm just going to link somewhere, and then you can click on that and check out what I absolutely despise this year. But right now we're strictly talking about my favorite things from this year, and I have a lot of products. I actually made out a list, and this is the first time I've ever listed anything, like written out a video. But as I went through like grabbing the products, there were things that I was like, oh wait, I like this month, year too, and no, I like this year. So there's just a couple more than what's on the list. So first I discovered the brand Makeup Forever. I've heard of it before, but this year I purchased two products, and those two products that I purchased this year have turned out to be my everyday products, and I've repurchased them a couple times each. So first is Makeup Forever HD Foundation, and I've remained the color 120. I haven't gotten tanner or paler apparently, but I've been 120 every time I've rebought this. And this is a really good foundation. I've tried another foundation this year, but I didn't like it at all. And this one I just keep going back to. It's a great consistency. It gives you full coverage. It is just probably the perfect foundation. It gives you a flawless, like, photo finish skin, and it's just absolutely beautiful. It doesn't come off like when you like touch your face or anything, because I know some less expensive foundations, like if you like blow your nose, it'll come off all over the Kleenex. But let me tell you, I've been sick quite a few times in the past couple months, and this never just smeared or anything. This is the best foundation ever. Second product that I've loved from Makeup Forever is their Smoky Lash Mascara. And normally, I know a lot of people talk about how they don't like buying high-end mascaras because there's not really a point. Let me tell you, I probably would have been that way if it wasn't for this mascara. This is the best mascara I've ever used in my life. End of story. It gives you fabulous, let's see if it can, you can't really see in detail, and I don't even know how it does it, but it gives you the best looking the best looking eyelashes you will ever have. I've gone through 3 of these this year, and I believe they're around $25, $22, I don't know for sure, and so it is a bit pricey, but this has been my everyday mascara of the year. So I love it. End of story. I got it last December when Sephora came out with their best of mascara little box that you buy as a gift, and I bought it for, well, actually I got it as a gift, but and this was my favorite in that, and I continued buying it. So that has been the best of the best. Next product is an eyeliner, and if you've been watching me, you know which one I'm going to talk about. It is the Stila Stay All Day Liquid Waterproof Liner in the color black, but I think it's carbon black. And it is a felt tip pen, and it just goes on so perfect. Like, you have no effort. Like, it's just so easy, and it's easy. Like, some people like find liquid eyeliner like impossible to do, but this is just, I guess because the way it's shaped, it is just so easy to use, and it's wonderful. I love it. It's wonderful. And I've repurchased this throughout the year as well. And normally I'm not into repurchases, but this has been beautiful. Beautiful. MAC Paint Pot. Okay. So this year, I don't know where they went. This year I started in September buying paint pots. I own 4. I have 3 in my hand right now that I'm going to talk about. And all are limited edition, because I have a habit of buying strictly limited edition things, because I feel like I can buy things from main collections anytime, but I never do. So first is Nubile, and it is just a light nude color. I'm not going to swatch these because this is just a quick overview. Next has been from their newest collection, which I also have another one from. Well, not the newest collection, but the winter collection. And this is called Morning Frost. And it reminds me of Birthday Suit from Benefit, if you want like a comparison that you can buy at any time. And then this one has been my favorite, and I will swatch this one for you. It is called Genuine Treasure, and I bought it back in September. But right now they have a cream eyeshadow that's kind of similar, called Antique Coin, I believe. And it is just kind of like a rusty brown with flecks of gold in it. And it reminds me of like old pirate coins and stuff like that. and I love this. As you can see, I've made quite the dent in it for having it only a couple of months, and I wear this all the time. So this, even though I've only had it a couple months, definitely makes it into my yearly favorites, only because I have went back and purchased more of the same product, and they are just lovely. I mean, this is a beautiful product, and they're so easy to use every day. Like, they're just simply easy, and I love it. And yes. Next is MAC Dazzle glasses, and I have quite a few more of these. I believe I got my first Dazzle glass at the very, very beginning of the... No, I got it last Christmas. So I've had it for a little over a year. But, and that was this one, which was Baby Sparks. But I have quite a few. So I have Baby Sparks. I have Radiant Jewels. Dressed to Dazzle, which is from this Christmas collection. Rags to Riches. Sugar End, Like Venus, and Steppin' Out. Yeah. And I don't know if I have a favorite out of all of these. I know all are just wonderful products, and I think I have used the most of Baby Sparks, but that's also the one I've had the longest, and I haven't really touched that much lately because I have so many. But these are definitely like wonderful. Like, I love wearing lip gloss. I wear lip gloss every day, and these are perfect by themselves or over lipsticks. And I know I wear a good Dazzle glasses good a couple times a week, not like a set one, but I do not have a favorite. I have favorites. I really like Sugar Rimmed. I really like Venus, and during the summer I really like Stepping Out. Actually, this might be my favorite. I just kind of haven't worn it in a while because it's hot pink. But these are about $18, so they're kind of pricey, but you get a lot of product. I don't think you realize how much product you get in all these out of all of these cosmetics that I'm talking about. But you definitely, like, this is pretty hefty. Like, you definitely get a good use out of it. And I know I am almost out of the Baby Sparks one, but I've had it for a year, and I know when I wear lip gloss, I wear, like, reapply it quite a few times a day. So out of all the days I've worn this, and out of how many times I've put it on throughout the day, like, these last forever. So they're definitely a good product and a good investment. And even if you could just buy one, I mean, they definitely have one that suits you. So, I mean, actually, like, you don't really realize how much you collect throughout the year, but I have a lot. And, like, they are just wonderful products, and obviously they're good if I just keep rebuying them. So Dazzle glasses definitely make it to the list. The next product I actually forgot to grab, but it is, I'll insert a picture. Bam. It is the Sonia Kashuk eye makeup remover that you can purchase at Target, and I have purchased this probably like 4 times. It's the best makeup remover I've ever used in my life, and I can really like put emphasis on that. I've used quite a lot of makeup removers. I've used Neutrogena wipes, I've used Neutrogena, like the bottle, I've used Lancome, I've used Dior, I've used more that I can't think of, unless that's it. But it's wonderful. It gets everything off in pretty much one swipe. Like, you don't have to really rub at your eyes, which I used to have to do when I used the Neutrogena stuff. And it is wonderful. It is wonderful, and it's the best makeup remover ever, and it's pretty reasonably priced. It is about $12, I believe. It's been a while since I bought it, but it's about $12, and you have to shake the bottle before you use it because it kind of separates. But it's really cool. Like, it's just kind of get in the habit of shaking it. So yeah, it is fun, and it is a good makeup remover, and I've been using that pretty much the entire year and every night. So definitely good. Next is Rockstar Hair. I believe it's called Rockstar Hairspray. It is Michael O'Rourke 3-way hairspray, and it goes from light, medium to hard. And I'm almost out, and I don't know where to buy it because I bought this when I lived in Florida. But what you do is you turn the nozzle depending on like the setting of hairspray you want. Like, if you just like want to spray your bangs a little bit, you can put it on light, or if you're doing like hardcore, like big sexy curls, you can put it on hard. And I actually think I am out, but I think I've had this since like April, and I love it. It is the best hairspray. It just in general, like the little nozzle spinning is cool, but like it gives a great hold. It doesn't have like a bad smell like some hairsprays do, and it is a pretty good hairspray. I have no idea where you can buy it. Unfortunately, I bought it at the salon I used to go to, and I'm going to have to look up where to get this myself. So I have no idea where to get this, which is the only downside. And it was $20. My little tag tells me right here, which is it's pretty expensive for hairspray. I mean, if you like put it in comparison to ones like Big Sexy Hair, I guess it's average. But if you're not like wanting to spend a lot on hairspray because you don't use hairspray, I guess, this wouldn't be a good product. But I didn't buy this. My grandma did, and she realized she couldn't take it on as her carry-on on an airplane while she was visiting me, so she just gave it to me, and I love it. And end of story. I've had this longer than a year, but I've really started using it this year. It is the MAC Bronzer in Refined Golden, and I know this is part of the permanent line, but I had it from the 2 summers ago to the beach collection. It might have been 3, it's been a while, but it is beautiful, and it is just a basic bronzer, but it has chunks of gold glitter in it, but you don't really see the gold glitter on your face. I think that's just as a key advertisement, but I don't know if you guys can see it. But it is part of their permanent collection, and I don't know how much MAC bronzers run for. I want to say they're probably 18 to 24 in that range, which for a bronzer is pretty good, and for a high-end bronzer, and you get so much product. I use this every day, and I know I've been using this every day. Like, this is the like bronzer I reach for every day, and I don't even have like a dent. Like, I do a little bit, but like not enough to count. And so and the packaging is gorgeous. Like, you don't get this packaging anymore unless you buy it online, but I'd recommend buying the product in the store, obviously. But yeah, I just love this bronzer. It's my favorite. Okay, during the summer I introduced myself to a nail polish brand that pretty much is only sold at Ulta. The only other place I've been able to find it is Nordstrom, but I don't have Nordstrom by me, so I'm not like gonna go all the way out to buy it when I can just go to Ulta. But it is called Butter London Nail Polish, and I made a whole video on it over the summer, and I think that's the only product nail polish, like the only product review I've ever made on my channel. But it is worth it. I have accumulated quite a few, and I know my first was Lady Muck. And this is still a beautiful color. It's just not one you can wear right now. And it's just like a pale blue with chunks of silver glitter in it. Beautiful. And then I got Tea with the Queen, which is a very popular color, but not one I like, because this is just a nude color, but it's not the creamy kind. So I don't know why I bought it. I think it's just because it was like a popular color. But I only wore this a couple times, so that one's not my favorite, but it is still a wonderful brand, so I'm doing the brand as a whole. Big Smoke, which I would probably say is my favorite. It's kind of like a very dark navy base with reflex of blue shimmer in it, and this is beautiful. It's a beautiful color, and this is definitely my favorite now that I'm thinking of it. Then a close second would be British Racing Green, which is just kind of a dark green, and it has shimmer in it of like the same color, but it's beautiful. The Old Bill, which is a kind of a copper bronze color. No More Weighty Katie, which is like a creamy purple with chunks of this is more of a glitter polish, but it's chunks of purple glitter in it. And then lastly is a definite glitter polish, and it is called West End Wonderland, and I bought this for Christmas because it is a gold glitter polish with very few red glitter in it, but it's definitely there. And I thought it was great for Christmas. So I have those, and these are $14 at Ulta. And it is something I have discovered this year, and I've made a video on, and I just feel very like this is definitely probably my favorite nail polish brand. I just wish they came. I'm dropping them everywhere. I just wish they came out with more of these every year, but whatever. Like, the collection, like, it's pretty decent size. Like, it's nothing like OPI size, but they are wonderful polishes. The consistency is great. The brush is great. Like, it's just, and the packaging. Like, can we take a look at this packaging? Like, I think it was the packaging that sold me, but it was the product that I remained. Like, you take the square cap off, and there's that. It's kind of like a Chanel type thing, but there's like a little birdie on it. And I love little birdies, so that's fun. Next, I have been a Disney movie collector this year. I don't know why I suddenly got into Disney this year. It was towards the end of 2010 that I became really into Disney. Around when Beauty and the Beast came out, back on DVD, and Snow White, like around then, and I started buying those up. But then I realized I really liked, and Tangled. It was Tangled that really triggered it. But then I was just like, I really, really, really like Disney. Like, it's just good. It's wholesome. It's good movies. So I've been going on Amazon. I did this more during the summer than I am doing it now. But I've definitely, I think, watched all of them. Like, I've gone to, like, the library and Netflix and stuff and have watched all the Disney movies this year. But, like, I bought on Amazon ones that, or you can no longer find in stores thanks to the Disney Vault. But I know I've been collecting them, and I bought these used because they're DVDs. But oh well, like I really don't care because I'm just trying to collect them, and I mean, none of them are scratched or anything, which you could be risky. And I bought them on my own without telling my mom on Amazon, and this was actually my first online purchase. I think it was Aristocats, which is my favorite Disney movie that is animated but not Pixar, not Princess. But I bought that, Peter Pan, and Aladdin, just to name a few that I have got, like, I'm starting to collect. So that is something I've been doing, but that's something that, it's just really little, but I want to talk about it in any way because it's something that I've been spending money on and enjoying during the year of 2011, so I've been really into Disney. And also, I have been really into Bath & Body Works candles. At the beginning of the year is when I first started buying them, because prior to early 2011, I was not allowed to burn candles in my room. But I know my mom has been buying them for the house for like years. They're like something really popular that like she does, but towards like probably like spring is when I started buying them getting them for myself. And this one is called Twisted Peppermint. And it was the Christmas one I have, but I never really burned it up, so I'm trying to burn it up now. But just the big 3-wick candles from Bath & Body Works I have been loving it because I like to read, so I just have them burning while I read for a little bit of a cozy atmosphere, so yay. Next is a product that I've talked about, but mildly. For Christmas last year, I received a pair of Tory Burch flats, and these are black sparkly Revera flats, I believe. And then I love these so much. Like, I wear these, and I continue wearing, and like I'm wearing the crap out of these. Like, these are my favorite shoes, and they are very pricey for a 17-year-old girl to have. But these are my most treasured shoes, and it's not like I buy a bunch of cheap shoes. I own a couple pairs of shoes, but I wear them a lot. Like, I wear them to death. And so during the summer, I saved my money and I bought these, which are also Revera flats. And I don't know the color exactly of these, but they're like a really pretty camel color. I don't know what you would call these. But these are ones that you could wear more during the summer and fall and spring, while these are more winter. So I own 2 pairs, and I know these were $200, and I think these were like $235. And for shoes, that is a lot of money, but I really, really, really value these shoes, and I love them. I just really love these shoes. And I wear them every day because I don't like really sandals, and I really don't like tennis shoes and boots. I wear a pair of Uggs every once in a while, but like I just generally like these, and you can dress them up and down. And if you wear them a lot, like I don't see the problem, because rather than buying like a pair of $100 tennis shoes and a pair of $50 flats, like I own $200 flats, like big deal. So I really have been enjoying those. Next is Redken Blonde Glam shampoo. I think I got this for the first time around April or May, and I've just been rebuying them because obviously I'm blonde, and this is just a really good product. I've had the big gallons, I've had these. Like, these are just really good. And I buy them at Ulta, but I know a lot of places sells Redken. So, and me and my mom both like share it. Like right now she has Redken All Soft and I have this. So we'll switch up between each other, because it's not good to use the same shampoo, like consistency, because your hair becomes kind of like immune to it. But this is, and it smells so good. It smells like summer, more like it. But it just has a very citrusy smell, and it is a really good product. And I have been remaining faithful to it since a good chunk of the year. Next is Lush Bubble Bars, which I started using towards the end of 2010, but the majority I've used them is during 2011. And right now I have a broken Rockstar one, but I just wanted to show you what they look like. I no longer have Lush by me. I have to go into New York City to go to Lush unless I want to order online, which I've never done it because the price of shipping is the same price as a bubble bar, so I just find that ridiculous. But yeah, I love Lush. I have been taking more showers than baths lately. I don't know why, but this is just something I really used to like during, just like reading in the bubble bath. I have been shopping at Urban Outfitters, which I never used to do before, but now I do. The shirt I have on is a crop top from Urban Outfitters. And then this is a crop top I loved during the summer from Urban Outfitters. And then this is a sweater I bought recently. And Urban Outfitters is kind of expensive, but I bought both crop tops on sale, and I bought the sweater full price, but it was like one of those, like, you get shipping if you spend this much, so I threw this in to get shipping for free, so this was the same price as paying for shipping, so, yeah, that was, they do, like, good stuff like that, but, yeah, I really like that sweater, it's fun. It is a good sweater. I have been drinking Starbucks, wait, I'll tell you my order, because I've talked about before how I'm a gold card member at Starbucks, which is kind of embarrassing, but my order that I keep going back to, like, I'm drinking it now every day, but this was my summer order too, is a iced venti skinny caramel macchiato, and they're so good. And even though they're skinny, which could like freak out a couple people because they're sugar free, oh, they're good. So I recommend those. Crest 30 white toothpaste I have been using, I believe, since the summer. It tastes so good. I don't even know if it's whitening my teeth or not. I use the mouthwash as well. But the taste alone is so good. It tastes like a peppermint, like the peppermint inside of a peppermint patty. So, it tastes so good. Like, I love the taste. And it is Crest 3D white. And you just get it wherever you buy toothpaste. Toothpaste palettes. I own 2 of the Too Faced eye palettes. The first one I bought was Romantic Eye, and I bought this back in February as a Valentine's gift to myself because I will be forever alone. And then I think October I bought Naked Eye. Naked Eye. So and these have beautiful colors. I definitely prefer this one over Romantic Eye. But these are good everyday colors that are good. Like, this is something that's good if you are just getting into makeup, because it gives you like little how-to cards with demonstrations on how to do, like, put on different looks. And also like if you're going on vacation, these are good to pack because it has every color that you would need, and it has like daytime, it has day, classic, and fashion. And I wonder if this is day classic. Yeah, they all have day, classic, and fashion. And so it gives you just like little like sets, and that's good rather than like having to buy individual MAC shadows or something. These are always just fun. I really enjoyed the Hunger Games novels. I don't have them right now to hold up for you because I'm letting my friend borrow them. But I definitely enjoyed reading them this year. I read the first one twice, but I read the series once in like 3 days. But the movie's coming out in March, and I'm really, really excited about that because it's so good. And I've been like lately trying to read novels that are similar to the Hunger Games, but they never are. So the Hunger Games are definitely local. Those are good books. I'm probably I've been wanting to do the Hunger Games tag because right after I read them the first time, I was like, oh my gosh, I wonder if there's anything Hunger Games on the internet. And there was, but I never got around to doing it, but it's good. Okay. I have been using Lorac Eye Primer. It's just a basic primer, but I've been using this for a while. And then also I've been using NARS Coco Cabana Illuminator, which I use this every day as a highlighter on my cheekbones. But before this, I had a sample that I got in April, so I've been using this for pretty much the entire year. But it was in September that I bought the full size, and like I haven't even like used that much. I use it every day. It is a beautiful highlighter, but unfortunately it's pricey. I think it was $30, which is outrageous for a highlighter. But in general, like, NARS is really overpriced. Like, I enjoy NARS, but they're overpriced. But this is a wonderful product, so I do recommend it. Icebreakers Frost Mints. I've been eating these like several times a day since September when school started because I drink coffee every morning, and like coffee kind of like isn't the best breath ever. So I just eat those all throughout the day because like I have a fear of like mouth like stuff. Like I've mentioned before how I carry floss because I don't want food in my teeth. Well, the same thing, like I don't want my breath to smell bad, but these like generally taste good. Like these are, and like they're frost. It's like a powder, like it's good. I recommend it. And then I have my Coach ring, which is a little roughed up, but they're a bunch of interconnecting hearts, and some have little crystals on them. And I wear this on my left middle finger almost every day. I don't know the price. I don't know the price. I think Coach rings average about 80, but I'm not sure. But that is a wonderful ring. I wear it every day, so I had to throw in favorites. But lastly, what I want to talk about is pretty serious. My freshman year of high school, I went to a Christian camp called Young Life, and that was while I lived in Florida. But the camp I went to was in Georgia. And it's a wonderful organization, and I went to camp and I loved camp. And at the time, well, I'm still a vegetarian, but at the time I was a new vegetarian, and they met all those requirements. And it's a good outreach for people who don't really know Jesus. And I was a Christian at the time, but I was young, and so I went and I had a good time. But it didn't really speak to me because it was an outreach and I already knew Jesus, but it is a good program. And then I moved to New York, and I forgot about Young Life because I went to youth group and I went to church, so I had like my own family, and the organization wasn't big in my town. I went with my youth leader who used to be a Young Life leader, but Young Life fell in my town, so I went, but she was able to still get us into camp, so I went to camp. But I was never part of Young Life until I moved to New York. And now in New York, I started going to a church that I didn't really like, because right away in the summer I was like, I need to go to church. That's how I met all my friends in Florida. That's how I'm going to meet all my friends now. And so I didn't really like the church, but the people, like there were two really young leaders who like were kind of assistant leaders. And they were like, have you ever heard of Young Life? And I was like, yeah, I went to camp my freshman year. And they were like, oh, no way, really? And I was like, yeah. So 2 times a week now I go to Young Life on Monday and Wednesday, and that has been since July that I've been going on a regular basis. That is how I made all my friends. It's just my favorite part of my week is when I go to Young Life, and it is fun. Like it's generally a good time. Like you play games. On Mondays it's called Campaigners, and that's when we really dive deep into the Bible. But Young Life is an outreach, and on Wednesday it's called Club, and that's when there's games and there's music, and it's just a really good time. And if you are having a hard time finding, like if you did what I did and you just moved and you like don't really know anyone, and you just are kind of lonely, like you're just lonely, like I was really lonely when I first moved. I got into Young Life, and right away I just was myself. I'm a really bubbly and open person, and at school I'm not, but when I'm with my Young Life friends I am. I'm really loud, I'm really just myself, and I just recommend getting into something like that. I know this year Young Life has been so important to me. It is every day it's just they're my favorite people in my new town. Like it's what I look forward to going to. That's how I meet my friends. It's how I learn about Jesus, because that's something I really feel passionately about. It's just what I do, and I'm planning on going to Campaigner Week, which is in upstate New York. What's it called? In next month in February, because in New York we get February break, and I'm planning on going to summer camp this summer too. Just it's going to be different because I'm with different people, and it's going to be a different camp, and I'm just really excited. It's a good organization, and I really recommend. Because it's nationwide. Actually, I think it might be worldwide, but it's definitely nationwide. So if you have ever been curious, I definitely recommend going and looking into it. So that has been by far my #1 favorite, above everything I've talked about, above makeup and nail polish and hairspray. that has been, even above Disney movies, like that has been #1, and so I saved that for last. And so thank you for watching the best of 2011, and if you want to see worse, there'll be a link in the down bar and there'll be a link at the beginning of the video. So I definitely recommend checking out the worst too. So thank you for watching, and I hope everyone is enjoying 2012 so far. Bye.